So welcome to July 2nd, 2017. On this day, 80 years ago, Amelia Earhart's plane disappeared on her attempt at a round-the-world flight. In 1992, on this day, Stephen Hawking broke the British publishing records with his book, A Brief History of Time, selling more than 3 million copies in 22 languages. Also, U.S. President Garfield was shot in 1881 on this day, paving the way 80 days later for VP Chester Arthur to take over the presidency of the United States. Yes, big things happen each and every day, but we usually don't know of their importance until later. This is why members of the Fellowship of Reason make every day count by filling each of them with learning, enthusiasm, and sharing the experiences of our short lives. Today we meet at Forum, our monthly celebration of human achievement in which we hear inspiring speeches, music, poetry, and other performances by our members and their friends. As we are all free, independent thinkers, the views and opinions of our speakers are their own, no one pre-screens their topics, and neither I nor any other performer accepts responsibility for anything said by another. We start our forum today with a poem read by Ron Minnick by Richard Eberhardt.
But this poet, who is one of the consultants in poetry, grew up on a farm or spent a significant part of his life there, I forget which, and he writes a lot about animals, both alive and dead. So we'll start with a poem about the groundhog. In June, amid the golden fields, I saw a groundhog lying dead. Dead lay he, my senses shook, and mind outshot our naked frailty. There, lowly in the vigorous summer, his form began its senseless change, and made my senses waver dim, seeing nature ferocious in him, inspecting close his maggot's might and seething cauldron of his being. Half with loathing, half with a strange love, I poked it with an angry stick. The fever arose, became a flame, and vigor circumscribed the skies, immense energy in the sun, and through my frame a sunless trembling. My stick had done nor good nor harm. Then I stood silent in the day, watching the object as before, and kept my reverence for knowledge, trying to control, to be still, to quell the passions of the blood. Until I had bent down on my knees, praying for joy in the sight of decay. And so I left, and I returned in autumn, strict of eye, to see the sap gone out of the groundhog. But the bony, sodden hulk remained, but the year had lost its meaning, and in intellectual chains, I lost both love and loathing, mured up in the wall of wisdom. Another summer took the fields again, massive and burning, full of life, but when I chanced upon the spot, there was only a little hair left and bones bleaching in the sunlight, beautiful as architecture. I watched them like a geometer and cut a walking stick from a birch. It has been 3 years now. There is no sign of the groundhog. I stood there in the whirling summer, my hand capped with a withered heart, and thought of China and of Greece, of Alexander in his tent, of Montaigne in his tower, of Saint Teresa in her wild lament. Okay, that was the one about the dead animal. We'll have one about a live animal. Gnat on my paper. He has 2 antennae. They search back and forth, left and right, up and down. He has 4 feet. He is exploring what I write now. This is a living being. Is this a living poem? My life is 1/4 of an inch. I could crack him at any moment now. Now I see that he has 2 more feet, almost too delicate to examine. He's still sitting on this paper, an inch away from Anne. Does he know who I am? Does he know the importance of man? He does not know or sense me. His antennae are still sensing. I wonder if he knows it is June. the world in its sensual height. How absurd to think that he has never thought of Plato. He is satisfied to sit on this paper. For some reason, he has not flown away. Small creature, gnat on my paper, too slight to be given a thought, I salute you as the evanescent. I play with you in my depth. What, still here, still evanescent? You are my truth that vanishes. Now I put down this paper. He has flown into the infinite. He could not say it. Thank you.